Okay, this is going to be a video about migration, pre-kingdom versus kingdom. We're still in the preparation season. So let us go ahead and we are going to look at from the world perspective where we are intending to go and where we are now. So like I said, we're still pre-season, but we are about to go into KvK. So I want to get the cities out that are ready to go now. Hopefully, there's a couple that haven't reached the prepper level to get there, and we got to be in a rush to get them there. So we're going to be moving from this kingdom, 2769, over to 2772. You can tell I've already got a city over there in this account. And over here I have two cities, so I'm full. I can't put any more. And this is the city that I'm in right now, so it's got this green. And I am going to show you some of the steps, and hopefully I'll make some errors along the way so it'll ping us. But the requirements are for you to go to a kingdom that's within 10 days. So I'm at 73D. I believe I could go as high up as 20, yeah, probably as high as 2780. Let's see, 2781, possibly. It depends on where the hours are relative to the hours of ours. This one is too old. So maybe as high up as 2781 I could go because of when these kingdoms were formed, these servers. The server number is this and then the kingdom name. So I can go into another region where the KvK will be completely different kingdoms than what I'm familiar with. Although we'll see that I do have, oh no, these are the two top as far as power go. These stars, they show that these are the top. So until the start of season 2, governors with more than 10 million cannot immigrate to the top 25% of the powerful regions. Well, this is not an issue for me because I'm not above 10 million. My biggest city is almost 5 million. The one that we're going to transfer is under 3 million. So this is not an issue for us. Anytime you have a question about something, they do provide these pop-up menus and they provide a lot of information about it. Okay, so the top two are these two, and we're going from the top one to one of the top two to one of the top two. So this is capped at 10 million, whereas if you were higher than 10 million, you could go to one of these others, but we are not. None of us is over 10 million, those of us who are migrating. And I've already got a warm reception there from the people, and I already have a feel for the leadership there too. So I have a good feeling about this immigration. So here it says I've got everything fulfilled. My current kingdom is in preparation season, and I'm going to one that's in preparation season. My power does not exceed 10 million. My character starting kingdom is not over 10 days older than your destination kingdom, and my city hall is 16 or higher. And like I mentioned, some of the cities that I'm hoping to migrate, one of them for sure because it's a child that runs it, and I want to protect him and keep him within my alliance where I can protect him. Because if I let him stay there without me watching over him, hopefully his parents are paying attention because that kingdom, the verbiage of the language, even in the kingdom chat, can get so nasty. They manage to play with the words to kind of disguise them so they don't get censored out, but overall, it's just there's this level of nastiness there that I wouldn't be able to protect him from if I don't take him with me. So this means I'm fulfilled. I can go there and I can say which region I want to go to. And I believe I'm in Rivendell, so I have to take a look real quick where I'm at. But it doesn't matter because there are several things that you need to have before you leave, and I've been telling everyone to do that. The one that you definitely need is you need to have in your items the passport page. And you have to buy that passport page from your alliance. I'm sorry, it's under other. So you have to have one passport page. And I bought my passport pages a long time ago because I knew I was going to be migrating. I just knew that that kingdom was going to be taken over by the strongest of the bullies, that he was not going to be a good leader because he did not have the respect of people. He demanded respect, I believe, but he didn't earn respect. You have to give respect to get respect, and he was always the top dog in the killing events, which to me just as so abhorrent. Well, always in the top 10. I shouldn't say always the top one. The last two, I don't think he was playing as much because he already knew he was going to be king, and by then already some larger alliances were leaving. So there was not going to be a contention for that role, evidently, because he had bought his position to bring it up to, by the time he took over the king role, over 100 million. But by the time the council, where enough of the larger alliances have reached level 2 or zone 2, and they've come together and start developing the vision for the kingdom to unify it, by then he was already more than 4 times bigger than all of the others too. And I guess he started pushing his weight around, and other alliances started to develop their exit plan. So I'm going to a kingdom where one of those went. It's one of the few alliances that from the beginning I never saw them participating in the killing events, and so I had a level of respect for the way they were being led and going. Unfortunately, every time I tried to reach out to them, I never got responses back until individual interactions happened with just members that were not leaders. So anyhow, the passport page is one thing you need, and then definitely you need one of these where you can teleport to territory where your alliance is. And since I have an alliance willing to receive us, and they made me a level 4 with my city that's already there, I can receive anyone from my 2 alliances that I'm working with, and I can welcome them in. They can teleport in, and then together we'll decide whether we'll stay in this. It's a farming alliance, but it's got a lot of room for us, and it's very, I mean, it's very lucrative if we stay in just the dailies that we get from it. And we could create our own sub alliance chat, which I've already created, and we can have our dialogues where we don't bother the others. But since they're in and out, because it's a farming alliance, I don't think there'll be any issues with us just using the alliance chat, and they can just enjoy our chat when they're there. And we can continue our rallies and all that. Plus, I have an idea for trying to create a military academy premise, which means I might ask for a different area from leaders to see if we can put together 2 alliances where we can develop them side by side and create an opportunity for mock battles and learning and all of that fun stuff, because these alliances are not at the level that they'll be fighting in Kingdom versus Kingdom, but a lot of the players want to learn how that works. And I have a feeling a lot of players in the future would like to be able to, but they need to learn more tools. So you definitely need this. If you don't have an alliance where you're going to need the kind that, let's go to the alliance store, and I might even put a couple in there if they're not in there already. Or maybe I'll just buy one while I'm here. You're going to need the kind that allows you to go any location on the map. These are more expensive. This alliance, I come in and out of this alliance every now and then, but this is not an alliance that I have a lot of participation in. So I haven't this city was made up as a farming city, but it wasn't allowed to be a farming city. It became a diplomacy city where I had to help alliances on various issues, and well, I didn't have to. I chose to. So I pop in and out of alliances. So I haven't really been whole hog on devoting time to any given alliance except for periods of time. So I have not been garnering or earning alliance credits to buy things. I probably did spend some money at some point on speed ups or something, because when I was helping to rescue some of these alliances, I kind of had to do some things to, you know, build up and get ready, because I had started it as a farming alliance, and then I had to become a protected farming alliance. So and then of course I bought a passport page for it, so I spent 600. See, that's a passport page, is 600. So at one point I did have 600 more because I had to buy that passport page. So that's why I don't have much. So I don't have the money to buy this, but I don't need the money to buy this because there is an alliance to receive me when I get there. And then I'll be able to use this to transport where I'm going. So I'm not worried about the fact I don't have one of these magenta background, yellow arrow targeted teleports. But if you do not have alliance that's receiving you, you need one of these to figure out where you want to go, or you need to start working out when you get there what alliance will receive you, reach out to them. I talk about that in my overview plus migration. Reach out to them, start talking to them. If you get accepted, then you can use this to get into their territory based on the parameters that they give you. So I'm not going to bother to put any of these in here if I were an officer because basically the bottom line is any alliance I join, they make me an officer. So I have the ability to do this, and then I pop out, and then I come back, and they make me an officer. Too many of these alliances think because I know how to speak to people that I want to be an officer, and I don't. So it's kind of funny, but they give me the ability to at least be present when someone needs something to do things like this. Put these in there, but I'm not going to bother right now because, like I said, this is for me to show. I may accidentally actually teleport, but that's just fine. So another thing you need to do before you leave is you cannot take more than what you have in your storehouse. So right now I have too much wood and I have too much stone. So I have to get rid of it. My options are get to the trading post, send it to one of the people in this alliance before I drop out of the alliance because you cannot be connected to an alliance when you do your migration. That being said, if you do that, then you're going to have to go back to the alliance to get rid of it. So you might as well get rid of it first. Another option is, of course, since it's wood and stone, I could use some of it for the training that requires stone. I have a build need right here. So we can see if we can find something that I can send it to build. Castles, since I don't stay in alliances long enough, I don't get to do many rallies. So my castle's pretty low because I don't do many rallies, and so I don't get the chance to actually earn those books of covenant that I need to upgrade my castle. So let's see what this needs. Way too much. I don't even have enough for that one. Let's see what this needs. Not enough. This needs not enough. So it's kind of hard sometimes to find what to get rid of. So I'll probably just send it to one of the other members and say, hey there, I'm migrating. I need to get rid of this. So you get to be the lucky recipient. Let's see, I'm at level 18. Let's see what the storehouse upgrade costs. Will that be enough? Not quite. And definitely I'm not going to wait the 23 hours. So but that would have been good if I'd done it yesterday because then I would have been able to have enough room in my storehouse. It would have gotten me up another 100K and all of that. So should have thought of that yesterday. But I've been holding off because I needed to do the video. So what else costs money? Let's see if I can upgrade this. If I speed up barracks, maybe I can upgrade barracks and see how expensive that will be because it's not at an 18 yet. Not quite enough, but I might take rid of some of it. And then, let's see what else. Scout camp, I don't need it upgraded because everything's been scouted. I'll want to speed it up for if I ever get into doing scouting again. This would be a good one to use because where I'm going, they're very generous with putting out help, even though it's a farming alliance and they're not in it all the time. When they are in it, they all help. So, and then once we're over there with all my other alliance mates. So I'll go ahead and I think I'll just do the Alliance Center unless, wait, I'd like to do the Academy. I always like to speed up the Academy because I don't like running out of things to research. I like to do my research, except now I don't have enough. So, but if I set up another research, maybe that will use it up, and then maybe the Alliance upgrade or the Barracks upgrade will use it up. I'll use up some. And then the Alliance Center. Now I don't have enough, but I'm close enough that I will end up doing enough. Actually, now I think we're good. 1.1. Let's see if I need to send any out, and if I do, I'll just send it out real quick, and I'll let them know why. Let's see if there's any to get rid of. Let's see who's near me. I think she's near me. 15-second transport. The only thing I think I needed to send was stone. Yep. Only thing I needed to send was stone. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. And then I got to wait for the courier to get back because you have to have all of your scouts and troops back. And this little guy is going out there, and I chose close so it wouldn't take very long. I'm going to quickly open a chat to her and say, hey, I'm doing a migration, need to get rid of this. And then I will exit out, but I'm going to let them know because they are friends of mine in this alliance at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and say, this isn't a very talky alliance, so I don't even know if they'll even miss me. But I kind of want to let them know because I've been popping in and out of this alliance a lot to help them out on things. And then I've been sitting here for a while, so they're used to having me nearby now. But they do know that I was arranging to migrate. So now I'm going to go and quit the alliance, and then we'll see if I've. Oh, first I'm going to get rid of all my. I could have done this too to get rid of a lot of the stone. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But I'm going to go see if I can find something to get rid of some wood just to balance me out a little bit more. So I'm going to get rid of all that because whenever I join an alliance, I always give them whatever donation I can. And I didn't do much online with this past day, but I'll go ahead and claim what I can too because, otherwise it just goes away and disappears and no one gets it. So I'm going to go ahead and we will go to the Alliance tab to quit the alliance. And then I'm going to see now whether I can do that teleport, whether we fit all the parameters. And whatever parameters I don't fit, then I'll have to do it all over again. Oh my word, I have another build to do. I'll have to look at that as soon as we're done with this video. So I'm going to zoom out. And we'll go to the world. And we'll go to home for 2772. Since I don't remember, I'm just going to go ahead and do Rivendell. I think it's Rivendell or Fooley. It's one of these two. It might be Fooley, but I think it's Rivendell that I have that alliance and that I've made arrangements with. So these are the requirements. These are the rules. I need the one passport to do this. Evidently, I can start the process because I must have gone through all of these steps. I am 16 higher, we know that. I do have on my passport page. Only one is needed right now at this stage. Future stages, more are needed. All march queues are idle. I had brought in all my troops. I had brought in all my scouts. Neither your city nor your troops are in battle. Yes. You are not part of any alliance. Yes, I quit it. The number of resources you possess does not exceed protection of storehouse. Yes, we did that. After immigrating, you must wait at least 30 days before immigrating again. I hope I don't have to immigrate again. Immigrating will normally reset any current event points to 0. So let me go make sure that any of the current events that I have any rewards from are something that I collect. I'll go ahead and take that. Mightiest Governor, I'll take that. Oh, I'm so glad. Tomorrow, starting in 7 hours, is the enemy elimination event. And in this kingdom, they get nasty in that event. Now, supposedly there's been rules since the third one that they're not supposed to go after cities and gatherers, but they did, and a lot of them were rogues, and the rogues were going after the ones that had attacked them in the previous ones. And now some of the ones that stayed that had been attackers before are doing it again. They did that, but they're not even waiting till the elimination event. And some of them are leaving soon after they do it. So it's all over the place in this kingdom. So I'm so glad to be leaving. And to leave before that will be great. Build a storehouse. I'm going to go ahead and get all these rewards because they're going to go to 0 and I wouldn't catch up by the time I get over there. Warpath. I don't need any. I don't have. I've already took. And then all these, I've claimed everything that I need on those. Okay, so I made sure I got all of those. Of course, now they want me to join an alliance that's open to everyone. And I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm not going to do the migration because I've shown you all the steps, and I don't want to have anyone feel abandoned. So I'm going to make sure I reach out to a few people to let them know that I am ready to migrate, and I'm going to start taking my cities over there, except for the one that's staying behind to help, like I said, the one last person that I really want to make sure I get him over there. I have a city that's staying here, and everyone will have access to reaching me through that city. And anyone who knows my governor number or has opened a chat with me knows how to reach me. They can still reach me, or if they've kept any email from me, they can still reach me, I believe. I know chat goes kingdom through from kingdom to kingdom. Not sure about the email, but I do know chat does. So I'm not going to worry about that aspect. And I'm just going to go ahead and wish Godspeed and sign off this video.